Making Digital Antiquities was my way of trying to understand what it would be like to live in a world where all memories are saved, but having lots of people in that world who are from a past where lots of memories were lost. And what would that mean? What would it be like to live in a future like that? And what kind of mysteries and secrets could be unearthed? Hi, I'm JP Chan. I'm writer and director of Digital Antiquities. Digital Antiquities is set about 25 years in the future in a small city in eastern Pennsylvania.
My character, Kat, she works in a sort of digital recovery shop, and what she does is she takes old memory cards and hard drives and she helps people recover data. Hence, things we have now like little disk drives or the sort of like CD-ROM, DVD are all obsolete.
One day, Kat is visited by a customer.
My character Kai, he's 23 years old and he comes from New York City to find out what's on this disc that his mother left. His mother recently passed away. This sort of media isn't prevalent anymore, so he has to go to a store where Kat works to find out what his mother left him.
I grew up as a total sci-fi nerd, and I've always wanted to do sci-fi, but the kind of films I've been making, the short films I've been making, have all been done on really limited budgets, and so sci-fi is a really, really, really hard thing to do when you've got no money. When the opportunity presented itself to work with ITVS and Future State, I knew this was my opportunity to really sort of geek out. I was really influenced by a lot of the science fiction movies that I grew up with, like Alien and Blade Runner and 12 Monkeys and 2001. My vision for the look of this film was that everything would be very used looking and very layered and very dense. The clutter and the mess and the debris is sort of also visually symbolic of the things that are going on in the characters' lives as well. They're both from broken, fragmented families. They've not had easy lives, and they're kind of alone in the world.
The set was a challenge. It took about 3 weeks to build it. Basically, JP insisted on an octagon design and referred me to quite a lot of old sci-fi films on that one, and we looked at them, and it seemed like really good ideas. JP, yes, sir. I wanted to put the rubble on here, is that okay? The main thing was really getting all the computers, and right away we were like, where do we get all this computer junk from? There's an organization in the Lower East Side called the Lower East Side Recycling Computer Center, and they do sort of bring your computers and your electronic waste and they'll recycle it, and it was great to partner up with them, and they gave us a ton of computers and everything on the set is going to get recycled.
The biggest challenges that we faced in the project was it's a fairly low budget movie that has a big number of visual effects shots. I had to deliver like 75 VFX shots. Big visual effects sequence was tunnel extensions where guys did a great job building a part of the tunnel on set, but then the tunnel had to have a really massive filling. It is a story about events in future, so I had to imagine how screens will look in future. In a lot of sequences, drama is built around what is actually shown on the screen.
Rich Wang was our cinematographer and editor and also colorist, and he's a really good friend of mine and is someone that I was initially a fan of, and we've become friends and we've worked on some shorts together. It's a lot of fun working with Rich because we really see eye to eye on so many things. He kind of knows what I want, and we just go and get it, and it moves very smoothly.
Set! Yeah!
So the sort of impermanence of all of this digital data made me think, of course, about the impermanence of life itself, but also about what actually lasts from culture to culture. You know, what do we actually have here of ancient cultures? And it's stuff that is really very low tech, you know? It's the Great Wall of China, it's the pyramids, you know, it might be some scrolls that happen to have been very carefully preserved, and these things are all very low tech, but they've lasted all this time. But I have no confidence that the digital photograph that I took, a couple of years ago is going to be similarly well preserved.